Hey YouTubers, I'm Andrew Parker, A Parker 884. So this video is going to be called Watch Your Mouth, meaning watch what you say to other people and watch how you react. You know, I know you probably heard that saying, watch your language. The same thing. You know, for example, okay, let me give you some examples because I really, something is just getting to me about how I really need to get this out there so people understand. You know, there are people who probably will know, oh, I have a colostomy bag. They're gonna probably go around and hate me. But you know what? You hate me? You don't have to watch my videos. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna let them take over me. And that's to the ones that, and some. Now, before I get into this, I want to give a shout out to Alana Arbusi and Carissa Barker. Lindsay's vids is named that YouTube channel. She changed it, but she's back, and she is just as amazing as she's always been. She's more grown up and more mature in understanding what's happening. She's always understood things. In fact, she understood things that a lot of people just won't understand these days. I can tell you that right now. I'll be probably doing speed runs, and people are going to probably see it on YouTube, and anybody who subscribed to my channel, you'll probably see it. They're probably going to lie about me. But, again, we have to watch how we react. Because I took my YouTube videos down, and we're going to talk about that in just a bit. And I'll explain what the situation is. So, you know, those who are just getting to know me and those who do like me and accept me will understand. There was a surgery I was looking into having, but my mom does not think it's a possibility. She really doesn't want to do something that could end up harming me. And I understand that. But I've gone to a point. See, my sister has a shop. I'm not going to say the name of it. And, you know, but, you know, down at the shop, I don't like going to the shop. I hate it there. I just feel like I'm the only one there that is different, and, you know, I have nightmares about getting beat up there, or, you know, God only knows what. It's very terrifying, what I feel like. Nobody understands what I really deal with on a daily basis. And this is why I'm making this video. Because I really think it needs to get out there. And I'm going to go over some examples, and I'll explain to you what I really mean. I'll break it down and explain step by step what the results will be of our words. Of course, you know, biblically, you know, we're murderers when we use our tongue. Because, you know, I'm going to later explain that bullying and hurtful words can cause people to want to commit suicide. And that is the most saddest thing I have to tell anybody. It really upsets me that I have to bring this up. But I really think something needs to be understood. Okay, so let's get to it. Hey, YouTubers, I'm here. We're going to get into this, and, okay, I have a flu going on, and, I'm having back pain severe. I just can't do this anymore, and, you know, and you might be wondering, well, if they took out, some of you, you know, if I, you know, remember that surgery I had in 2007? I had, in 1987, I had a colostomy put in, and I didn't really care at the time, because I wasn't in elementary school yet. You know, it's when I got out of that school where everything just went downhill. It was, you know, as I've said before, people would say, they would point me as, like, they would refer me as a retard. What I mean is that I'd be walking around pretending to be my favorite character, or just, you know, being a kid. I was just a kid, you know. And not many people liked me because I looked different. Not many people liked me. The ones that did had passed on. And, you know, I'll make a video about my cousin, Nova, and how she's changed my life. Because if she wasn't around, I would be prepping for the surgery, no matter which route I had to take. And if I would be so willing, more than willing, to put my life at risk for this. If I was able to do it. But, again, that goes back to what this video is about. Now, we had teachers doing this too, so I'm going to explain. Well, it was one teacher. You know, she would always come up and something like, you know what, your colostomy is gross. You are irresponsible about that. You're getting a check mark. Or, you know what, I'm taking your name off the board, meaning I wouldn't get a prize, at the end of the week. And, of course, I was in the third, I was still a child then. And hearing that, I thought I was gross. I thought, I am broken. I'm just a broken person. And, I used to go to church, Sunday school, and after Sunday school, we would go to my grandmother's house, my great-grandmother's house, for a Sunday dinner. Sorry, I'm not feeling well. We do Sunday dinner, and then we would, it was always so much fun. And at Sunday school, I was always told how Jesus loves me, how Jesus understands that I've been hurt, and, but we haven't talked all about forgiving, and I have to overcome the shyness, because I get very shy. So, Alana Arbushi, if you were to meet me in person a long time ago, let's say 10 years ago, if you met me in person, when you were in like 2007, I would have been very shy of you. And probably that year I was real sick, and they told me they couldn't reverse a colostomy. And the doctor that I would go to probably wouldn't recommend it. And just because many people have talked down about the fact that I have a colostomy. With a colostomy, you can't help when these problems come up, and they'll say things like, "Oh my God, you smell like you smell like this, that. Oh, no one's gonna marry you." And of course, I believed it, so I really believe no one's gonna marry me. Now, I don't go anywhere to spend the night. I did at my sister's house, but my nephew there had, he complained until I just said, you know what? I went back with my brother a little bit after that, and then something had happened. I just didn't feel well that day, and I then just stopped going. I said, I love my sister, but I'm not going to go far into it, but yeah, it just, what I'm trying to say is, when you complain about it, and they hear you, so let's say someone has urinary incontinence and they're using pull-ups, and they're coming to stay at your house because they trust you, or they trust your mom and dad. And this is for any kids who are watching this who maybe, if they can't, if they have urinary incontinence or whatever, maybe because they may have a spinal problem, they may have it could really depend. You could get mad, like you may get mad and you could say something like, you know what, those pull-ups in this stupid trash can is gross. That is disgusting. And what happens there, they don't want to come over because they are getting tired of you saying those sorts of things. That's putting them down, they're feeling self-conscious, and now they don't want to come back and spend the night. Now, anybody who's playing a video game, so let's say, well, I'm getting my Switch, right? And let's say you go up to someone that's autistic and you're playing Mario. You know, he's trying to make a Mario level. And he knows how to make a Mario level. And you say something like, you know, and you tell, and just because you think you're cool, you think you're so cool, whoever I'm saying this to, whoever is out there trying to put somebody down because you feel bad about something you're going through. I'm going to say this for you. You go up to that person and you tell him or her that they're too dumb to make a Mario level and they should have never gotten that game in the first place. What would happen is that person, if he takes it to heart, if he or she takes it to heart, he's going to say, you know what, I'm done. F this, or whatever, you know what I mean? I went through it, you know. Now, my cousins have changed everything in me. You know, if it wasn't for my cousins, I would look into the surgery. I think I'd be having it probably next month. And even if they told me, even if I had to force them to let me sign something saying that I won the surgery, so if I don't make it, it would be on me. Because I would have people mocking me, saying that I smelled disgusting. You know, the behavior is telling me I look like a freak. You know, now I'm not gonna, and there were some graphical statements that were made about me before, and I'm not gonna go into that, but I think you know what I mean. Because I wear a colostomy bag, now, there is a surgery they do called a J pouch. I don't know all about it. You might want to look it up. There's a YouTuber who had the same surgery I had done in 2000. She just had hers last week, and I want to give a shout out to Maggie Baldwin. And Maggie Baldwin, I think you're an awesome person, Maggie. I really, really do, because it's really amazing what God can do when you, I mean, I really think God brought me to your channel because, you had one of the best points I've ever heard, that, we could learn from these things, but instead, people would put each other down, like, they would tell me, oh, they would tell me things like, oh, I have a colostomy bag, so nobody's ever going to date me. They would kick the bathroom doors open every time I go in, swearing at me. I would hold my fist out like this, just to punch the door back at them so they wouldn't see my colostomy bag. And I didn't stand a chance. It slammed my fingers real hard. And I was sick that day, so I wasn't aware to think, okay, why not kick my foot back? Why couldn't I just stand in front of the door? And what were they saying? Well, I'm not going to really repeat it because it's disgusting. Again, they were cracking sexual jokes about me. And, again, again, it's always something about there's always something like that. Now, right now, I'm just thinking, during the good days. Now, when I lived up in when I lived in the city, at the other house I lived in, it was I had a room on the third floor because YouTube wasn't around then, so I couldn't type in a game and say, okay, what is this game going to be like, and what is that, and this, and yada yada. I didn't know. My pain from I had to overcome a lot because it was always horrible stuff. Horrible stuff. I went to one of my sister's friend's house, and of course, these little kids, her little kids, and then this really, really bothers me. Really bothers me. More than I let on about, because people my age will throw me down because they think I'm gross because I wear a colostomy bag. But it's the littler kids that don't even see it. They see a normal person in me. That's it. Now, we had a kid come over to my house one day, and he was young, but he had to learn what he did was wrong. But his mother was like, "Oh, you would never say that," like saying that for her son. And he told me his little sister didn't like me because I looked freaky, and I said, "What did you just say?" And I went and explained it to my mother that, it hurt my feelings when he said that, but and he doesn't like me for it. I had many kids standing up for me. My nephew, who was 3 years old at the time, stood up again to him because, and my little brother and sister saw that I was feeling really hurt. And so I just, I said to my brother and sister that we took in, that my mom took in, do I look freaky to you? And they're like, no, you don't. Which was like, who's telling you this? She couldn't believe it. But again, I brought this up because you can really, our tongue can really mean, our tongue could really cause things to happen. Excuse me. I know some people are like, oh, you're crazy. But, when we use our tongue, we can really hurt somebody's feelings if we say the wrong thing when we're mad. I go through it, believe me, I have back pain to a point that sometimes, lately, I'll stomp up the stairs to make sure that I can feel the stairs because my legs will tingle. Because I went to my uncle's now, they had their stairs weren't carpet. It has no carpet. And I'll be stomping up the stairs over at my uncle's house to make sure that I'm properly balanced and I'm not going to fall over. One time I went over and I couldn't, my back pain was so bad, I just fell down the stairs. And I was just about at the bottom of the stairs, and I fell right down the stairs. And that's why we're setting up tomorrow. I gotta call them. I think after Christmas will be my MRI. I really, I think we waited too long, and we need to get back on this because I go back in February, and we need to figure this out. I need to be able to see a specialist, and the pain is just too much. That's why I haven't made some video game videos, because the pain, where I don't have a kickstand for my tablet. If I had a camera with a kickstand or a tripod, or whatever you would call it, where I have a tablet, I don't have a computer to bring. I had a flip camera and I gave it to my little sister. She likes to. I may get when I get a new laptop. I'll probably get another one and I'll use it to make Prince of Persia videos. But right now, my tablet is the source of the videos. When I record videos, I'll be using my tablet. On some occasions, I might use my phone. Like if I'm at my uncle's and I don't bring my tablet, I left my tablet here that day, so I use my phone to make video. And of course, I hurt my back. I had my legs kind of elevated, so the camera could focus on the TV when I was close to it. So I don't have the best of eyesight. So that's why I did that. So I could see what I was doing and be able to do really good and be able to bring you guys some amazing skills. So, if you like my video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. But anybody who's watching this and you think you're cool or you like to down people for these certain reasons, try to think about what I just told you. Because another thing, there are people who have committed suicide due to bullying, and that really bothers me. It really happens. I've seen so many things on the news. I've seen it here on YouTube. You know, what is really going on here? I do not know. We are really in the worst times these days, because back in my days, we didn't have YouTube. Okay, they couldn't make a YouTube video and say, oh, well, I went to school with this and that, and they couldn't, make videos go viral about me and how I was a this. If I was in school, I can tell you right now, you'd be hearing about me. And I don't know if you even know what to think of me. They'd be telling you things that, like, oh, I look like a freak. I'm the most disgusting person. Don't ever date me. That's what they tell you about me. They'll probably come up to me and make videos telling you, oh, don't date him because of such and such. That's how, today you just can't get, you can't move from one town to another, and it's still going to go on. They'll see it and be like, is this person the same person that I just saw? And it's downhill from there. So, that's what we need to think about. Thank you for watching, and if I sound harsh, I'm very sorry. For those who do understand, you guys are amazing. And I really like everybody who is very accepting. But this is more to the ones that would put somebody down just to hurt them and just to make them feel like they're not worth anything. And you know what I mean? It's something we gotta understand right now. So, thank you for watching.